Hello folks, this is discussion forum 1 on my career growth plus ethics comparisons. The job I'd like to pursue is as a case manager for the Department of Child Safety. Within this job, there will be some times where I will get involved with the criminal justice system, but through investigations with law enforcement as a cooperation for protection of children. There are a lot of things I like about this job, but the main one would be I will get to assist children facing danger or who are in risk and work for their safety. In this job position, the main goal is for children to find safe, loving, forever families, caregivers who can provide stability and permanency. This is stated by the Arizona Department of Child Safety. Being able to protect children and help them get a safe living environment is something I will really enjoy. My dislikes about this job are very minimal, but one could be that it will in situations get me to face traumatizing moments I will never thought to come across with, but with more and more knowledge of this field, it will be something I will be able to manage. While researching this position, I realized that DCS has more of a code of conduct in which duties must be done with objectivity, impartiality, and honorable conduct, all stated in a PDF by the Department of Child Safety by Rhodes. Within this profession, as DCS employees work with children, colleagues, families, and members of the public, it is part of their code of conduct to work also in a respectful, honest, and fair manner. Part of their code of ethics is the following of laws, obligation of state employees, professional rules of conduct, including others that mean acting with the utmost level of professionalism, such as having integrity, accountability, accurate documentation, and disclosures. The Department of Child Safety did in fact use some of the code of ethics addressed in the modules reading book Practical Ethics in Public Administration by Dean Garras and Charles Garofalo, published in 2010. The ethic of integrity was discussed as a perception of ethics in public agencies on a survey completed in 1986 by members of the American Society for Public Administration, also stated in the book Practical Ethics in Public Administration, published in 2010, on page 26. Accountability was also discussed as encouraging independent thought and judgment of objective moral standards. Lastly, the question to take into consideration and answer for this presentation was if, according to your text, practical ethics in public administration is ethics in private sector different from ethics in public sector. After reading this week's modules reading, the ethics for both these sectors are not 100% different but do vary in the situations and levels of extent they apply similarly, stated in the book by author Garras and Charles, published in 2010. One of the ways in which the ethics are different for both sectors is when it comes to the situation of information being confidential, its limits, and the reasons for making information confidential. A second way in which they differ is in the level they stand by. For example, a private sector may consist of stricter ethics for their means of making profit and not losing profit, while a public sector does not necessarily have to make profit but serve the public. Here are the list of references I used for this presentation, and it was the website of Arizona Department of Child Safety under Current Career Opportunities, a government PDF by Arizona Department of Child Safety titled Professionalism and Ethics Policy, and also the class book Practical Ethics in Public Administration by authors Dean Garras and Charles Garofalo.